Today, my name is Suli Chauke and I'm going to be doing a lesson on the topic, the coming of democracy in South Africa and coming to terms with the past, for the subject History, grade 12. For the teacher-directed method, I'm going to incorporate the telling method and the questioning method in my lesson. The telling method is more of an oral presentation of a certain topic being taught. It consists of the teacher explaining to his or her learners particular content, topics, and extracts in details. I also like the fact that with the telling method, different teaching tools are used, from the traditional teaching tools, paper-based display tools, electronic tools, and three-dimensional objects. It becomes very easy to educate learners or teach history with the tools in the telling method, as learners can refer to their learner's book for more information on what the teacher is presenting if they had not heard what the teacher was saying clearly on a particular topic. For an example, under coming of democracy, the educator can write down important facts on the parties involved in the coming of democracy, events that try to sabotage or prohibit democracy in South Africa, and sanctions that took place to demonstrate other countries' dislike towards apartheid and the unfair treatment of blacks. The educator makes it easy for learners to even make notes for studying purposes and for them not to forget what they were taught. Finally, pictures in history to get a clear understanding. Having to see a picture, charts and posters bring more understanding, and in a way a learner can take a journey in their minds on a certain event in time through the medium they see. The questioning method. The questioning method consists of the educator and learner asking questions to get an understanding. With the questioning method, the teacher is able to see if the learners understood what they were taught. This promotes teacher-learner interaction and facilitates participation. I choose the questioning method as I felt that when teaching history, learners must understand what they are being taught. And if it gets to a point where they are taught and do not understand what the teacher is saying, having to be given clarity would enhance their interest in the study of history. For example, if a learner is taught and they do not understand the term boycott, they must get the platform to ask a teacher where they will get a clear answer and understand what a boycott is. When learners know that by the end of the lesson or in between the lesson, the teacher is going to ask questions, they are going to focus and have interest in the lesson, as they will be looking for answers to give to the teacher Hence, the questioning method is used to direct the attention of learners to the presentation and also towards the learning outcomes, and to ensure interest and to stimulate the natural curiosity of the learners. For my learner-centered methods, I chose discussions. Discussions are the action or process of talking about something in order to understand, reach a decision, or to exchange ideas. Discussions give the opportunity to work with learners at two different levels. The first one being to assist learners to grasp the topic. The second one, learners can discuss the topic without the help of the teacher. I chose discussions as they are very suitable to history, as with discussions, learners can have or discuss topics or certain events between themselves and come up with ideas and their own opinion of what they think and what they understand with regard to what they are taught. With the discussions, learners can even discover new information. Here, the learner works individually or collaboratively together and present information. With history, it is very important that learners work individually or with other learners to do research, gather information, and present it. This is because it promotes interest of the learners to the subject. With the learner doing research in history, they get to understand what transpired in more details, as the textbook may sometimes not give all the information but relevant to the topic. So with the learner using the project method, they will have a more insight knowledge of a certain period in history, why it took place, what changed it, what change it brought about, the consequences, and the parties involved. For my self-made media, I decided to design a poster. A poster is going to be very helpful for my lesson, as it is going to give learners an idea of events that took place during the coming of democracy in South Africa. Learners will have an insight on who or which political leaders were involved, which political parties took part in the negotiations, and which massacres occurred. With massacres, we refer to the killing of people.